This is Bimbo News with your hosts, Allie Siegel, Melissa Stecky.
Hello, and welcome to Webcrawler's Bimbo News. I'm Allie Siegel.
I'm Melissa Stettin.
This is a podcast where we'll cover everything from viral news stories to pop culture to things that we watched on TV during the week. We have a Patreon. Excuse me. Excuse me.
Patreon.
We have a Patreon. Our true crime episodes are now only available at patreon.com/webcrawlers for $5 a month. Last week's episode was about a crazy doula scam. It's
nuts.
Bananas. We learn about doulas. We learn about scammers. We learn about TikTok. If you're interested in any of those things, make sure you join the Patreon and tune into that episode with producer Maria as well. Also, please rate and review us on Apple Podcasts and call into our hotline and leave a voicemail if you'd like to be on our mailbag episodes. Leave a message about something we've discussed in an episode. Tell us a secret.
Shh.
A story or whatever you would like. The number is
626-63-420-69. Nice.
Melissa. Who are our patrons this week?
We've got Maria V, Latasha V, Molly G, Jennifer P, Brooklyn B.
Ooh, I like it.
Mel L, Emily F, Kelly L, Misty, and Nat.
Oh my God, aren't Misty and Nat both names from Yellow Jackets?
Yes.
Wow.
Wow.
All I'm saying is wow.
I'm not going to say anything else.
Other than
Just
wow.
saying wow.
You know what? I'm looking to the right of me. Since this is a podcast, I'm going to explain it. I'm looking to the right. And I have a box full of old shirts that I never sold.
Uh-huh.
And I'm thinking to myself, and I also have a bag of pins, Miranda pins that I never sold. And I'm thinking, I should mail those out to the patrons.
Did you ever mail the ones out like a year ago?
Sure didn't. But this might be the time. We have
so many new patrons. You can just go in there.
Mail away.
I think you provide your address, I think.
Yeah, you do. You do. Because I have some of them already. I have some of them already like marked for postage.
You just gotta drop them off.
I just gotta drop them off. That's all I have to do. I should get this is not sponsored, but I should get like a stamps.com thing so I could just print out the stuff at home.
Oh, yeah. You get stamps.com and you get, I mean, if you really want to go crazy, you get one of those printers.
Oh.
That I have that I used for my old pin company.
Yeah.
You just print it. Prints so fast. It's a sticker on the back. You peel it off. You put it on there. It'll change your life.
Yeah. And I also need to get a weigher, right? So I can figure out how much the packages weigh.
Yeah. Or you can just like estimate. Like, what does a shirt weigh?
Girl. I don't know. Maybe I just
Google it.
Okay, so let's get in. Maybe guys, patrons get excited for that, but it might take a while based on who I am.
You
as a
can have
person.
my printer because I don't need it for anything anymore.
Okay, thank you.
Happy birthday!
Wow, generous. Let's get into the news. First story is one of the most important stories we have ever shared. Melissa, let's get into it.
Okay. Well, this is a shocking story that I saw on CNN. Yeah. Disney sued over severe injuries allegedly caused by Wedgie from Waterslide.
Rough.
So this is from October 2nd. So Walt Disney is facing a lawsuit related to an injurious wedgie. Injurious wedgie.
Injurious, I think.
That resulted from a 214-foot water slide in Typhoon Lagoon Water Park in Lake Buena Vista, Florida.
Yeah, so that must be for Disney World.
Right.
Not Disneyland, because we don't have like Disney a water park World. Here.
No. We've got raging waters in, where Bill and Ted.
Valencia.
Or no, that's Magic Mountain.
Oh, shit.
Raging Waters is in San Dimas.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, so this incident took place on October 14th, 2019 on the Humunga Kawabunga water slide.
That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
During a 2-week visit to Walt Disney World by the plaintiffs, Emma and Edward McGinnis and their family. It was Emma's 30th birthday. So this water slide is a near vertical 5-story drop.
I'm sorry, but if you're going on something called the Humunga Cowabunga, you're asking for trouble.
Yeah, you're asking for it. So it's 214 feet. It's like, one of those giant slides that goes basically
That's
vertical.
idiotic. Yeah.
I've never been on one of those, and I never
nor
will
would
go
I
on one of
ever.
those.
Yeah.
You're gonna fly off the edge. It's dangerous.
No, thank you.
The suit, which was filed last week, alleges that Disney knew or should have known the risk of painful wedgies, particularly for women.
Well, yeah.
Specifically, when a rider of the slide reached the bottom of the ride and traveled into the pool of water designed to stop further travel, the force of the water can push loose garments into a person's anatomy.
Oh my God, like
An
in their
event
butthole
known
and pussy.
as a wedgie. So it's more common with women. They're seeking $50,000 of damage. So this says that they instruct you to cross your legs at the end of the slide because it can be like intense, I guess. She said that when she got to the bottom, the water was
Prevented
forced
her.
between her legs and water was violently forced inside her.
She got
So she
douched.
experienced severe internal pain and blood rushed from between her legs. She was taken by an ambulance and was transported to another hospital to see a specialist for repair of gynecologic injuries. The court documents say she suffered severe and permanent bodily injury, as well as impacts to mental anguish and lost earnings.
And she only wants $50K?
That seems crazy. She's suing for compensatory damages and taxable costs in a jury trial. I mean, what happened? If there was blood? It obviously went inside of her, probably went into her uterus, probably.
Well, yeah. I mean, I wonder how fast that water was going. I mean, the water must have been going like 30 miles an hour or something like that.
I mean, if you're going down, straight down, oh my God, that must have, I can't imagine, like reverse birth.
I mean, it must have just like flushed out her uterine lining or something.
Something.
I think she should sue. If I was her
For
lawyer,
more.
Sue for more.
Yeah, like, can she have kids?
Yeah, I'm like, oh my God, that's horrible.
Yeah, that's insane.
Also, I Googled it, and it's one of those.
The Humunga Kawabunga.
I Googled the Humunga Cowabunga, and it's an enclosed water slide, which is
so you don't
one of my
fly
least
off of
favorite.
it.
One of my least favorite, right? But one of my least favorite things of all time.
Ugh.
Like so claustrophobic.
Yeah, I
with
know.
all that
I've never
water.
been on one of those.
I mean, as a kid, I think I have, and I just hate it.
I was too scared.
Also, she must have gone to UTI. All that water rushing
Oh my
up.
God, that bacteria.
All that chlorine, bacteria, everything. Like that's why I don't fuck with water parks.
One of my friends got like crazy bacterial pneumonia from a water park we went
I'm
to.
sure. Yeah. There was something recently where a bunch of people in Vegas got some sort of like horrible. It started with an L. I can't remember what it was, but from jacuzzis there or
Listeria?
something.
Vegas jacuzzi.
Bacteria.
Legionnaires.
Legionnaires disease. Yeah.
Oh, from inhaling aerosol droplets of water contaminated with the bacteria. It can come from showers, hot tubs, misters, fountains. Ooh.
Well, and here's something
Legionnaires.
also. Pool water at day clubs found with E. coli.
Yeah, especially after Gino and Jasmine have been there from 90 Day Fiance.
I just think don't. Ugh.
I really don't know the last time I was in a hotel pool or like.
Well, in Mexico, I went in the hotel pool.
Yeah.
And I'm thriving.
Yeah, you're fine.
And I'm sick every day of my life. But I was before I went to Mexico, so I don't think that was it. Yeah, it's just like...
So just if you go on the Cowabunga, Humunga,
I'm sure
cross
they're
your
closing
legs.
that down. It's like that... What was that other theme park in Florida where everyone was like dying?
The one in New Jersey, Acton Park. There's that documentary about it.
Yes, maybe it was in New Jersey. Yeah, that one.
Everyone was just dying.
Yeah, everyone was dying. Everything was like made horribly.
Lord.
Well, another crazy story, and you've been following this.
Speaking of uterus.
We discussed it a little bit last week, but there's an update.
Okay, so Clayton Echard, the former Bachelor from, 2 seasons ago, not to be confused with Colton,
Oh, yeah.
the Bachelor who looks exactly like him, who came out as gay a few years ago. They look exactly alike. It's fucking crazy.
They all look
so anyway,
alike, yeah.
They all look alike. And he looks like the new host, Jesse.
Yeah, Jesse.
They all look alike. So last week we said Clayton was accused of being the father of this lady who's like, I'm pregnant with twins. And he's like, we didn't even have sex. How is that possible? And he did a paternity test and it came back as little to no fetal DNA. So she's not even pregnant.
She's not pregnant.
And he posted an Instagram story where he was very happy because this has been 5 months where he's been like, this is not a thing that's happening. Like he's had to deal with this. And it turns out this woman had done this before a year ago. The same thing was like, I'm pregnant with twins. And she's been posting on Reddit since, like saying that he's lying about it, but she keeps deleting her posts and like coming up with new usernames.
She's going to get sued for slander and for defamation. I didn't realize they hadn't even had sex.
Well, it was like a one night stand and they were drinking. And there's an email that he sent to her that was like, I don't know how this is possible because like you just did oral sex or something.
Yeah.
And he's like, I don't know, maybe like he was drinking apparently. And he's like, maybe I did. Like she was
he's not sure.
Convincing. But he was pretty sure. He's like, I don't know. I remember. He's like, I guess there's a small chance. I don't know what.
Well,
he's like,
the
I don't know
answer
what
is
happened.
she's not pregnant.
Yeah, she's not pregnant. She did this before and she's like still posting about it. She needs therapy.
Yeah, that's no bueno.
Yeah, and she deleted her Instagram account.
Yeah, well, you
But
can't
not her podcast Instagram.
Oh my
account.
God. We need to research this woman a little bit because to scam multiple people with the same scam and have it turn out the same every time is just bizarre.
It's very strange.
And
she
to have
does
a
a self-help podcast with her mother.
What is it called?
Nobody Told Me.
Nobody
still
told me
putting
not
out
to scam people.
Episodes regularly.
Oh, this is
I haven't listened to any, but I'm assuming they don't mention this or talk about it.
Told me.
Her name's Laura Owens. She was posting on Instagram, but not anymore.
There's a John Lennon song called Nobody Told Me. I'm just wondering if there's...
Nobody told me that you had a boyfriend.
Got a good girlfriend.
That's
I was just seeing if there's any like clues in here.
Any clues in the podcast artwork.
Yeah.
There's two twins.
Yeah. I'm just trying to look for synchronicities. Well, another horrible pseudo couple. Kanye and his wife, Bianca Sensori. If you remember in the past, where were they like ixnayed from? Italy or something?
Italy. They were on a gondola. She was giving him a beach.
Yeah. And so now it's come out that allegedly he gives her special directives to never speak and what to wear and what to eat.
Yeah, and to like work out despite him not working out. Because she's never really said, we haven't heard her talk, right?
No. And when they first met, I can't remember what her background was, but everyone, I think she started as someone who was like kind of interesting.
Oh.
What is her
Bianca
background?
Oh,
she was an architect.
Oh.
Yeah, she's like an intelligent. I think she worked for him. Yeah, she worked for him. She's an architect.
Right. That's right. She did.
Yeah, I mean, you can't. She has a master's in architecture from the University of Melbourne and a bachelor's.
Melbourne.
I mean, you're.
Oh, she's Australian.
Yeah, she's Australian, and. So now
she has her own jewelry line.
Yeah. And now, they got married. You see her in these wacky ass outfits. We talked.
Apparently it was an unofficial wedding.
Oh, really?
Yes.
So he probably did that for money reasons. So now we see her in all these crazy outfits that are really exposing. Like she's just in like flesh colored leggings, like with a pillow covered.
Yeah, there was one where she wasn't wearing a top and it was just a pillow covering her chest.
Yeah, and apparently there's one of her, I included a link, there's one of her going to one of his Sunday services, and she's in a black nylon, like the kind of nylons you wear for like leggings, and it's a nylon dress, and the nylon is also covering her head. And I'm like, how is this bitch breathing?
We've seen Kim has worn something like that, right? Where it covered her face.
Right. Yeah. And
you're like, how do they speak?
Yeah. And apparently like she can only drink watermelon juice, and she keeps being seen with all these watermelon juice boxes.
What?
Yeah, I'm like, where do you even get a watermelon juice box?
That sounds delicious.
I know. But I don't, it's definitely, there's this, Kathy Griffin had done this video on,
where she has Trump's head.
Yeah, she has Trump's head bleeding. It's Kanye's head this time. But she's talking about how this is definitely signs of abuse, and how this was after the blowjob thing. And she's like, I don't think any woman in her right mind would really give a public blowjob when she knew there was paparazzi and things like that. And she was like, this to me reads as abuse. And this stuff kind of leads to that as well. I don't know. I don't know. Something's up here.
She seems like an intelligent person. So I don't know. There's a picture of them eating kebabs in Germany.
Yeah, kebabs. I mean, it seems like he's letting her eat some delicious things, at least.
He's given her a list of foods that she must eat.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, a lot of intelligent women get in relationships that are not good for stuff like this. I don't know. I hope she's okay, but...
You don't have to. I mean, if you're enjoying your life with Kanye, go for it.
Go for it. If you're not... We're here for you.
We're here for you.
Which I'm sure is what you wanted to hear.
Text me, girl.
Yeah, text me, girl. Hit us up on the Web Crawlers podcast, or call into our hotline for our mailbag episode. Yeah,
Hi.
626.
Hi, this is Bianca from Melbourne.
Please come get me. Well, who called that one time from Lost?
Hugo.
Yeah, Hugo.
Jorge.
Yeah, that was crazy.
That was crazy.
Then this was the weirdest thing I've ever heard. So Pink calls SpongeBob's song "We've Got Scurvy" a real mistake. Pink is looking back at her. This is from Deadline. Pink is looking back at her musical history and has some regrets. The singer and songwriter recalled recording a song for SpongeBob SquarePants about scurvy and calling it a real mistake. Can we find this song anywhere?
I mean, I'm sure we can.
Pink sings, our gums are black, our teeth are falling out. We've got spots on our backs, so give it up and shout. We've got scurvy, we need some vitamin C. We've got scurvy, we need a lemon tree. We've got scurvy, we just chillin' on the sea. Oh, there's a video on the Deadline article. We can play that.
Okay, and this is for SpongeBob
SquarePants.
movie or?
I don't know, girl.
Our gums are black, our teeth are falling out.
I think this is good.
On our back, so give it up and shout.
Catchy.
We got scurvy, we need some vitamin C. We got scurvy, we need a lemon tree. We got scurvy, we just chillin' on the sea.
We just chilling.
Let's get this scurvy started.
What?
A pirate ain't worthy till we got some scurvy. Since you got your scurvy on, you unnerve me when you sing that song. Scurvy, scurvy, we got scurvy.
Scurvy.
Scurvy,
Scurvy.
scurvy.
I don't know what
Beautiful.
she's talking about. That's a bop.
That's a hit right there.
Yeah, that's a certified hit. I think that's her best song I've ever heard.
2009. SpongeBob's greatest hits.
Pink's greatest hits, in my opinion. I wonder if that made the charts.
We need some vitamin C.
Scurvy. Well, another artist. What's going on with Ariana Grande?
Oh, so she settled her divorce with Dalton Gomez.
Yeah, he's her. Was he her manager? Or no, he's a real estate agent.
Oh, he is.
Yeah, I think he sold her house.
Oh, so this is the guy. Is this the guy she dated after Pete Davidson?
I think she might have dated a few guys after Pete, but this is a guy she ended up marrying. I mean, obviously.
But they had a prenup. She settled with him for $1.25 million tax-free.
That's not a lot of cash. That sucks.
So there's not going to be any spousal support. That's what they settled for. And then he'll receive half of the proceeds from the sale of their LA home. And Ariana will pay $25,000 of Dalton's attorney's fees.
Well, you know what kind of sucks for him, though, is because, first of all, I mean, like, good for her for having a good prenup, but they're divorcing because she cheated. And I think in a lot of prenups, isn't there usually like a cheating clause?
A cheating clause? Yeah. But I wonder if, I mean, I bet she has really good lawyers.
Right.
And I bet she had that in the prenup because of
her history of cheating.
Because of her.
Yeah, because
I bet she had that.
She knows who she is.
And they were only married for like, what, a year?
Yeah, I don't think they're married for a long time. Queen of ironclad prenups. I mean, she really good for
December
her.
2020, they started dating.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Not too long of a relationship.
But she's still with that guy, Ethan.
They're allegedly living together in New York now, apparently.
Oh.
Yeah, and they went to Disneyland. I saw some pics, I think, that they were at Disneyland.
Wow. Congrats to the happy couple.
Yeah, congrats to the beautiful. Oh, he plays SpongeBob on a lot of. This is a SpongeBob.
Right.
I wonder if he's ever sang the Scurvy song.
Wow. Look at us.
Yeah, full circle. Incredible.
Speaking of, I don't know. I saw
are
this
you gonna do
article
this?
and I only read it because we have a lot of listeners from Texas who go to this place called Buckee's.
Oh, yeah, Buckee's.
Buckee's is like a
Best bathrooms in America.
best bathrooms in America. Yeah, it's like it's just one of those stores that has everything.
Yeah.
Like one, I don't.
It's like Eddie's World in Vegas on the way to
it's just
Vegas.
like a big store. It's got everything. So apparently the founder of Buckee's, one of the co-founders' son was arrested on suspicion of secretly recording dozens of guests having sex, showering, and using the toilet and undressing at his father's $8 million Texas lake house.
Oh.
His name's Mitchell Wasek, and he's facing state felony charges.
Well, that's not good.
Yeah, he's 28, and he recorded at least 13 people using the bathrooms in this $8 million lake house and other properties, and showering, changing clothes, or having sex. He was arrested last week. Buckee's brought in $275 million in revenue in 2017.
Holy Toledo.
So the drama unfolded when police received a phone complaint in May alleging improper photography at a house on the banks of Lake Travis in Texas, owned by Donald Wasek, his dad. And a woman said she and some friends were visiting the property with Mitchell Wasek. So I guess it was maybe a friend of his, or maybe he invited these girls there or something.
Is it an Airbnb property, or is
no?
he
It's
just
his dad's. It's his dad's.
So
$8
this is
million
people
lake
he
house.
must know who are coming to the house. Ooh.
A woman said she and some friends were visiting the property when one of the group members, who works in cybersecurity for the Department of Defense, spotted a charging port with a concealed camera plugged into the wall of their bathroom.
What an idiot.
So the group departed with the camera and discovered on its micro card dozens of videos of themselves and others in bedrooms and bathrooms at the lake house and at
God.
Mitchell's Dallas apartment.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Nasty
A warrant
ass.
was obtained to review the contents of the camera and discovered 68 movie files holding at least 13 males and females being recorded.
That's, well, I'm glad they found it.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Man, weird.
Well, we've talked about Doja Cat in the past. And I don't know if you saw this on Twitter. We were pro Doja Cat because we liked the fact that she used The Sims. Unfortunately, she's been canceled. And
No.
I guess she's been like kind of canceled before. Apparently she's part of she's kind of a bitch. This is from Billboard. Doja Cat is catching heat once again for her online antics. On Friday, October 6th, the 27-year-old rapper, she's now deleted it, but she posted a photo of herself wearing a shirt with an image of alt-right comic Sam Hyde, who reportedly has ties to the neo-Nazi movement. Doja's black tee featured a pic of Hyde holding a rifle, an image often used as a meme on social media in the aftermath of mass shootings.
Huh?
I have never heard of this guy before.
I don't know who Sam Hyde, born 1985, is a comedian, boxer, and co-founder of sketch comedy group $1 Million Extreme.
Yeah.
He's known for public pranks and internet hoaxes.
Oh, boy.
And incorporation of anti-Semitic, racist, and homophobic rants in his comedy routines. Uh-oh.
Yeah, it says in 2017, the comedian pledged $5,000 to neo-Nazi website The Daily Stormer after its editor, Andrew Anglin, faced a legal battle with Southern Poverty Law Center over his alleged trolling against a Jewish woman.
Oh, no. He's frequently misreported as the perpetrator of numerous mass shootings and terrorist attacks by internet trolls on websites. Oh, I've seen this photo.
Oh, uh-oh.
People post this photo. It's like a joke of like a mass shooter. When like a mass shooting happens, people will post this photo as like a joke. Like, here he is. But it's like this guy. I don't understand what the joke is, but I've seen this photo before.
Also, it says Doja Cat came under fire for tweeting homophobic slurs to describe rappers Earl Sweatshirt and Tyler, the Creator, and was accused of participating in alt-right chat rooms.
No.
So
you can't like anyone these days.
So guys, we weren't fully educated on Doja Cat. We had only heard her Sims stuff. So apologies. We didn't know.
You can't like anyone. You can't publicly support anyone.
No, we don't publicly. We can't. We can't.
The only person I like is myself.
I like myself.
My God.
You know who's another person I like? This is a good detour. Christine from Sister Wives. So she was one of the Sister Wives. If you watch that show on TLC, she was married to Cody. They were in a polygamous relationship. Cody, the like maniac who's insane.
Yes.
All of his wives are leaving him one by one because he is a maniac. Yeah. And one of his wives, Christine Brown, left him, and she has been remarried to a man named David Woolley in a sexy and elegant wedding.
Ooh.
Yeah, she married him on Saturday in Moab, Utah. Moab, Utah,
Yeah.
in front of 330 guests. Big wedding.
That's a big wedding.
Yeah, huge. But she's Mormon, so she probably has a lot of family. Yeah. Well, also she has like 300 kids because she had three sister wives and they all had kids. So,
oh my God.
It's a dream come true, she said. I am so happy for her. Because her relationship with Cody was a disaster. She finally had the courage to leave, and she's met, the love of her life. So,
wow,
good for you, Christine. Don't milkshake duck us. Ooh, this looks good. Her wedding had sparkling apple cider and champagne, Moscow mules, and mojitos. Followed by a buffet dinner with roast beef, barbecue chicken, cowboy potatoes, baked beans, and corn on the cob.
Holy shit, that sounds amazing.
Oh, I'm hungry. That sounds good. Damn. Congratulations to the happy couple. This is not a happy story. A veteran, I guess, killed his allegedly witch sister, with a bayonet because of her true crime fandom.
What?
I know. A Navy veteran has been sentenced to 18 years in prison for killing his sister with a bayonet blade after her penchant for watching true crime content led him to believe that she would kill her mother. Yeah.
Yikes.
On April 28th, 2022, DeBella reported his sister's murder to 9/11 dispatchers.
9/11? 9/11 dispatchers.
What's wrong with me? I was just like in the reading zone. I don't know what just happened. That was crazy. 911 dispatchers telling them Wanda Pioli is being killed. She is a witch killed with a knife and is currently on the porch. So clearly he had some mental issues.
Yeah.
Yeah, he thought his sister was a witch, I guess, because
she'd be watching Dateline.
Yeah, because she watched too much true crime.
Wow.
Apparently he stopped taking all of his medications.
Oh no, never do that.
Yeah,
never do that.
That'll do
That's
it.
sad.
Yeah.
That's sad.
Kristen Stewart has a ghost hunting show. It is a queer ghost hunting show called Living for the Dead.
Okay.
And yeah, she serves as producer and narrator for the unscripted series from the creators of Queer Eye. It features 5 amazing queer ghost hunters as they travel the nation to save the living by mending the dead. What does that mean?
I don't know. What does that mean?
I don't know. It stars Alex LeMay, Juju Bay, Ken Boggle, Logan Taylor, and Roz Hernandez.
Never heard of any of these people.
Okay, the official synopsis of the show reads, it's going to come out on Hulu October 18th, says, they will reveal the unseen and reveal untold tales as they investigate some of the most notorious haunted places on the globe. Together, they will overcome barriers to bring acceptance to both the living and the deceased who are misunderstood.
Okay. You do that. Good luck with all that.
Listen, I'm all for more. Oh my God. seances, aptly named gayances.
Gayances.
Listen, I'm all for queer representation. I'm pro queer representation. I don't understand really how the queer storyline wraps into ghost hunting. If someone can explain that to me, I would love to hear that.
Unless they're investigating queer ghosts or dead queer people, that would be interesting.
Yes, I think that what I'm gathering from this is that they think like ghosts are misunderstood, and then there's maybe like they feel misunderstood. So that's like the underlying theme. I don't know. Please let us know if you know anything more about that. I mean, that's interesting. Cardi B saw a ghost.
Uh-oh. Did she?
Yeah, Cardi B thinks she's being haunted by a ghost who fancies her.
Oh.
Yeah, Cardi B has revealed that she believes her Los Angeles house is haunted by a ghost who wants to fuck her. She has said on her Instagram Live.
Okay.
Yeah, she says, I started hearing like a fly sound, right? She said in her video. Bro, I haven't been able to find the fucking fly. I started hearing this sound in the hallway. It sounds like somebody's on the phone. Bitch, tell me how that sound is gone. It's gone out of nowhere, she said. Then she says, all I'm saying to you is that there's a fucking ghost or spirit in this fucking house. When I'm alone, it always want to fuck me, she added. She said, mind you, when I be in the house in Atlanta or New York, there's nothing. I'm so disoriented because I'm so alone in this house with this fucking ghost that clearly wants to fuck me because he only comes around when I'm here by myself. I'm fucking over it, she concluded.
Oh, no.
I love Cardi B.
Over this ghost.
I think Cardi B is so funny.
I love Cardi B.
I also love that Cardi B is so into politics and history. And remember when she was like meeting with Bernie Sanders all the time?
Oh my God. Yes. She's just trying to,
change
be
the
aware
world.
And, using her celebrity for good.
That's who we need to ask about Israel and Palestine is Cardi B.
I mean, I bet she would have a really good take on it.
I'll wait for her to weigh in. Okay, this is another thing. Church leaders, a church has been raided by the police. A psychedelic church that gives members mushrooms has been raided by the Detroit police. It's called Detroit's Psychedelic Church.
Well, I mean,
it was so funny. So I was at the Atwater Village Farmers Market, and there was a booth about you sign it like to help legalize psychedelics. Like it was a whatever, like one of those forms, and they like take it to Congress. I don't know. I'm forgetting what they're called. When like you sign something like whatever.
Yeah.
Anyways, so my boyfriend like went to sign it, and like several of the names above were like celebrities who like live. I won't say who they were, but it's like just people who like live in the area who had been to the Atwater Farmers Market that day, like who had signed the petition to also legalize psychedelics. It just like really made me laugh.
That's fun. Was it Mario Lopez?
No,
Magic Johnson.
Was Magic Johnson at the game last night?
Yes, I went to the Dodgers game last night. Mario Lopez sitting 2 rows in front of us, and Magic Johnson was there. Billy Lee King, the tennis player.
Oh, I were
Billie
say,
Jean.
I thought you were going to,
King.
Billie Jean King. I thought you were saying Billy Lee from Vanderpump Rules.
No, Billie Jean King and Bryan Cranston.
Oh, that's fun.
There was a buffet.
Bryan Cranston goes to Costco's to sell his tequila.
That makes sense. Oh yeah,
he
and Aaron Paul have a tequila.
Yeah, but he like literally goes. I think also the chain smokers do that, which is like so weird.
The chain smokers.
They flew
Cool.
They flew fighter jets over the Dodger game last night.
Oh my God, I didn't know that was going to happen. I don't ever go to Dodger games. This is the first one I've been to in years.
Oh wow. I thought I was going to die. I didn't know that they were doing that. And
it was so loud when we were there.
Yeah, and I live like a few miles from Dodger Stadium.
Yeah, you're not that close.
Yeah. It was I literally, like, I went on Twitter being like, what was that noise? And
It's the playoffs.
I didn't know if it was like thunder or what was happening. It sounded like the world was collapsing. It was terrifying. Dodger games are fun.
They are fun. This game, unfortunately, they were down 6 runs in the first inning, and it was the worst home loss, playoff loss they've had since 1958.
Oh, that's
so I'm
good.
glad I was there as a good luck charm.
Yeah, I was going to say, you're bad luck.
It was awful, but the food is good.
So, yeah.
Oh, yes. What's happening with this church?
I don't know. It got raided because they were giving out shrooms to people.
Legalized mushrooms are not bad.
Yeah, they're so helpful to so many people in terms of their depression.
I mean, microdosing it seems to be like a really helpful thing for like depression and PTSD.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't do it. I can't do it. But I think that like for so many people and like ketamine treatment, it seems to be really beneficial for depression.
Oh, yeah, ketamine scares me because I've done it before.
Recreationally,
But I took way too much.
Yeah. Didn't you like see like ferns or like vines growing everywhere or something?
No. That was when I had sleep paralysis after taking ecstasy all night.
What happened when you did ketamine?
Ketamine, the only way to describe it was when I would stand up walking, it felt like my body was laying backwards walking.
I don't like that. That's
like
weird.
I felt very low to the ground, and it was like everything was like whoa, whoa, whoa.
That's crazy. I don't know if I like the sound of that.
Don't do it. It wasn't fun. It was just like, oh, this sucks.
Yeah, that's scary. Anyways, so that was all the news that I had for this week. What is your hot tip?
I don't know if you guys have iPhones. If you update it to the new iOS 17, which is the most recent
I need to do that.
iOS. I don't know if this is a thing that you can do. I think it might be a new thing. Silence unknown callers. Because I don't know about you, but I get spam calls all fucking day long. And I never answer my phone. It's all unknown numbers. There's a setting you go into in the phone setting. It says silence unknown callers. And they go right to voicemail. Your phone doesn't even ring.
Oh, that's amazing.
I mean, unless you're like getting calls from unknown numbers that you need, like, I don't know. I never answer my phone, but it has changed my life. My phone doesn't ring anymore.
That's
It goes to
incredible.
voicemail. I can see it's spam. I just delete the voicemail. It is amazing.
Because I get like literally, what is it, from Thursday? Like 1, 2, 3, 4 spam calls a day.
Yeah. It's insane.
It's insane. Yeah, it's horrible.
So yeah, do that. Don't even have to. You just delete the voicemail. I usually block the numbers as well. But if you're too lazy to do that,
You mean business. Good for you.
tip.
Yeah, hot tip. There is some television that we need to discuss.
Yes, there is.
New season of the Great British Baking Show.
Are you watching?
I watched the first episode, kind of. I was doing something else while I watched it. It's a good cast.
Yeah.
New host.
This lady, Allison Hammond. She's
first
great.
name. Yeah, I like her a lot. The other guy was starting to get on my nerves a little bit.
Matt.
Yeah.
Yes, he was getting on everyone's nerves. He was not funny, and it felt, well, I mean, some people think he's funny, whatever. Humor, subjective, whatever.
Right.
I didn't personally find him funny, and it felt like, because Noel is so effortlessly funny.
Yeah.
And Matt was just, I feel like he was kind of intimidated by how funny Noel was, so he would try to be funny, and it just did not work. It didn't work.
It was too much. It was
Yes,
just,
it was
both
too
of them were
much.
too much. They had to get rid of someone. And Allison's just like nice and neutral.
She's like a news, kind of like a host. She does interviews. She went viral from this interview. I don't know if you saw it. It was Harrison Ford and Ryan Gosling did an interview for, was it Dune or something?
Oh, I vaguely remember
and they couldn't
this.
stop laughing
No,
during
it
the
wasn't
whole thing.
Dune. It was
Or not
Blade
Dune,
Runner.
Blade Runner, yes.
Yeah.
and she was interviewing them. She's like a black lady. She has like a very like loud laugh.
Yeah.
She has a crazy laugh.
Yes. And they were laughing at her laugh.
Were laughing the whole time. It's so funny.
Yes, I do remember that.
But it's a great show. And they have the first deaf contestant.
Oh, right.
Who has a cochlear implant, and they have an interpreter there, and they show the interpreter.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's a great show.
What is this comedy special?
Sam J. Do you know Sam J? She's a comedian. You don't. I feel like you would really like her. She does a show where it's just her and like her comedian friends talking just talking about shit the whole time. It's really good.
Oh, that's
And then
fun.
she just had a special come out on Max that we just watched.
Oh, awesome. I'll definitely watch it.
Yeah, she's really funny. Big
Okay.
fan.
I'll definitely, I don't recognize. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't know her until Martin started playing her show, and I'm like, who is this? And he's like, it's Sam J. I'm like, oh, I don't know.
Oh, I'll definitely tune in. Love is Blind has not come to its culmination yet, but
right.
What a weird season this is.
It's weird.
Yeah, there's like, okay, so I'm so bad at remembering people's names. One of the weirdest couples is Izzy and Stacy.
Yes.
Stacy is I can't tell if she's a Pilates instructor or if she owns the Pilates place that she works at, because she's listed. They always list her as like salesperson or something. So I'm like, what is her job? I don't really get it. And she comes from a rich family for sure. But she like acts like she owns, like she bought the house that she lives in. But I'm like, what kind of Pilates money are you raking in?
Some other dude, the son of someone rich?
Yeah. So this guy, Chris, turned out to be the son of the college's admissions scandal guy.
Wait, that was the guy who was running the whole thing?
Yes.
That's right.
And he ends up with Johnny. And Johnny was the girl who initially liked Izzy, and she like dumped Chris, even though Chris was in love with her. She dumped Chris in the pods and decided to be with Izzy, and then Izzy dumped Johnny because like he thought she was like had baggage or something, and Izzy went with Stacy. And for some reason, Izzy and Stacy are so mean to Johnny. I don't really understand it. They like verbally abuse her, and at like when they all get together for drinks, you know, the whole cast, they're so mean to her. They like call her like a loser and crazy and all this shit. And then Izzy says to Stacy, like, I was so turned on when you were yelling at Johnny. And it's like so creepy. It's so weird how obsessed they are at being mean to her. I don't know.
And who's the guy that wears American flag clothes?
Oh, that's JP. We haven't seen JP and Taylor since they got kicked off, or since they left, which is kind of weird. Yeah, and JP said he didn't like Taylor because of how much makeup she was wearing when they met for the first time outside of the pods, which was psychotic.
That's crazy.
He only wears American flag apparel. That guy for sure stormed the Capitol. Mm-hmm. Then there's Uche, who dated, what is her name? Lydia? Who dated Lydia before the pods.
Right.
And Uche is claiming that Lydia is a stalker and is only in the pods because she found out he was going and like decided to go on the show. And Lydia is with Milton now, and they seem really happy. And Uche's like, Uche's seeming like he's obsessed with her. Like he keeps taking Milton aside and being like, watch out for her. Like, are you sure you guys get along? And Milton's like, we're
sure
good.
You guys get along?
Yeah. Milton's like, we're good. Like, mind your own business. And Uche will not give it up. So anyways, it's just like a weird kind of like dramatic season for no reason.
You know, Kristen does the sound on those shows.
Shut the front door. Really?
I know. I forgot to ask her about when she came over to watch The Bachelor, I forgot to ask her about behind the scenes stuff. But yeah, she does sound on all the Love Is Blinds.
Oh my God, we got to get the inside scoop from her.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's amazing. Then there's The Golden Bachelor.
Oh my God, this show is so good.
The best show on television.
Want to see a 23-year-old going on dates, being like, "Oh, my life is so hard. I've had so much heartache." Shut up. You have not had heartache. You have not been like a 65-year-old woman who had to like watch her husband die. Like it is so good.
No, it is the best show that like I've ever seen on television in my life.
Yes.
I
you think you like Severance? You thought that show was
you
good?
have not seen The Golden Bachelor.
You have not seen. It is so like I've cried multiple times.
Oh, it's amazing. Also, I like, first of all, it was so funny that they're making the women sleep on bunk beds.
Oh my God.
And they're
I
like,
know, it was so funny.
I can't get up there. I've had a hip replacement. And like another woman's like, I pee 3,000 times during the night. Like I should not be on the top bunk.
It's funny that I relate more to these women than I do the 22-year-old.
Oh, 100%. I was like, oh, I also pee 100 times during the night.
Did you see the end of this episode where the lady who got sent home, she was like, do the rose ceremony in chairs. Like, we cannot stand up there. Like, get chairs. Get chairs for all of us, please. We need chairs.
Oh my God, I don't remember that. That's funny.
It was like after the credits.
I wondered in the first episode, because you see the rose. Am I okay?
Hello?
I just like malfunctioned. I just like MK Ultra'd. The rose ceremony started at night, like the cocktail party for it. And then the actual rose ceremony was in morning. Like you could see it was light out. And I was like, they didn't make these women go all night, did they? Like, did they pause?
Yeah, right? They had to like in heels. Like,
yeah.
There's no way they could be standing that long.
Because I know that the youngins, they like go all night sometimes. Like they'll just shoot from like 10 to like 7 in the morning.
That's
like they cannot
insane.
make these older women, these beautiful older women, stay up all night. That's crazy.
They're just so nice to each other. Like one of the dates, like the guy was driving in his car and he was like nervous. He's like, I've never driven on a California highway before. Yeah. And the woman like put her arm on his shoulder and he's like, thank you. I really needed that.
It's like they're so kind to each other.
So sweet. And like when someone wins like a rose from the date, everyone's like, that makes sense. Like she needed that.
And they're happy so for each other. And they don't play games. You know, they're beyond the point of playing games. They're just honest. It's nice to see. Because I got over The Bachelor because I was like, none of these people are going to end up together. This feels like a competition. And this isn't a competition. Yeah. This is people actually, this is what I want from The Bachelor.
It would be funny if there was one old lady there who was there just for Instagram followers. She's like, I'm here for clout.
or one of those times where like they make them all play football or like, you know what I mean?
Oh my
like,
God. Someone's going to break a hip.
Yeah. Like there's always like one athletic challenge or like they make them like do wrestling or something.
Bikini wrestling.
Yeah. Like please don't make them do that. What is Happy Valley?
Oh my God. I just started watching. It's from 2014.
Whoa.
And I'm watching it on Acorn, my favorite British television show app, but it's on Netflix. I didn't realize it's like a true crime, like a lady solves a murder.
A lady?
A woman.
Oh, my British parents love this show.
It's so good. Because I watch it.
God.
Martin's like, oh, you haven't seen Happy Valley? I'm like, no, I haven't seen. He's like, oh, it's so good.
My parents
there's like
love
3
this show.
seasons. I know. It's really good.
My parents love Acorn. My parents have seen everything on Acorn.
I have too.
Yeah, I've walked in on them watching this show.
Acorn fucking rules.
Yeah, that's so funny. Yeah, they love Acorn. You're watching Survivor.
I'm watching Survivor. I've watched Survivor, I think the past like 6 seasons because Martin, my husband, has watched every single season of Survivor.
I've never seen a single season.
It is really good. It started like in 2001 or something. Like it's been
crazy.
on for so long. And
my God.
it's really good. Like Martin's like, let's watch Survivor. I'm like, what the fuck? Why would we watch this? And it's so good. It's really good.
I watched a little bit of Mike White's season just because
that's
I
a
wanted
great
to see.
season.
Yeah, and that was a really good season.
Yeah, he's really funny.
Yeah, that was a good one. I try to get into it and I just can't really, but I should give it another try because people love it.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever.
What is this movie?
There's a new movie I watched called The Royal Hotel that just came out. It stars Julia Garner and some other bitch. And did you see The Assistant?
With
The movie with Julia Garner.
No.
Directed by Kitty Green, I believe.
No.
She also made this movie. It's about these two girls who go on vacation to Australia and they get a job at this bar. And it's based on, there's a documentary called Coolgard or something. It's about this bar that has foreigners work there for like 6 months.
Oh.
And it switches employees every 6 months. Like you can go there and make money, live for free if you just want to like experience another country. It's kind of like what's that website? Woofing. You heard of woofing, where you go live and work in a different country?
No.
For people. Amanda and Maria did it.
Oh, I remember that they
When
did
they went
something
to,
like that. That's cool.
Where'd they go? Sweden or Norway?
Wait, that's crazy.
But it's based on this hotel, but it's a thriller, and I liked it. I would give it 4 stars.
Worldwide
woofing?
opportunities on organic farms.
Yeah, you move to farms.
Do I want a woof?
I mean, Maria and Amanda did it. You should talk to them about it.
I mean, I can't with my dogs, but
Bring your dogs over.
can I woof with my dogs?
Yeah,
Wow.
they worked on a farm somewhere.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
You can go basically like anywhere in the world.
Mm-hmm. Although, my friend Stacy went to, was it somewhere in Japan? Like when she got out of college and went to this farm, but it was like, there was like, the beds were not good. There was like nowhere to sleep. There was like no food or water. It was just like someone like trying to get free labor. And like her and her friends were like, we got to get that. It was like some
She was like an
farmland.
indentured servant.
Yeah, so they left and they're like, we're not fucking staying here. So like, you don't really know what you're going to get.
I want a woof in Ireland.
Picking potatoes.
Oh my God. Oh, you can see the farms.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow. This is cool. This guy just has like a photo of himself. He's like just trying to date. This is cool.
Yeah.
There's this great movie that I watched yesterday called Totally Killer. It's on Amazon Prime. If you're looking for a fun new horror movie, it's starring the girl from Sabrina the Teenage Witch, the remake, Kiernan Shipka.
From Mad Men.
Yes. So when the infamous Sweet 16 killer returns 35 years after his first murder spree to claim another victim, 17-year-old Jamie accidentally travels back in time to 1987, determined to stop the killer before he can start.
Hell yeah.
It's really fun. It's kind of like it's not like scary. It's more fun. It's kind of like that movie. What is it, like Happy Death Day?
Happy Death Day.
Yeah, it's a lot like Happy Death Day. So if you like that, you'll like Totally
I like
Killer.
that movie. I watched it on an airplane.
Yeah.
It is fun.
Yeah, this is just like a fun, maybe you're cleaning the house or you just want to like zone out for a little bit, or like a movie in bed before you go to bed. A movie in bed before you go to bed.
Before you go to bed.
Yeah, it's one of those.
You watch in bed before you go to bed.
Before you go to bed, when you're in bed.
In your bed.
Yeah.
With your laptop in your bed.
That's, it's one of those. That's how they explain it.
Okay.
And music, Melissa's Music Corner.
Melissa's Music Corner. Do. So, a few weeks ago, I mentioned the new Sufjan Stevens single.
Yes.
His new album is out.
Ooh.
And so Sufjan is a notoriously private person. And he posted on Instagram a few days ago before this album came out that this album is dedicated to his longtime partner and best
God.
friend who passed away in April. And he's never come out as gay. This is kind of like his coming out. And his long-term partner passed away, and this album is dedicated to him, and it's so sad.
Oh my God, that's horrible.
Because I listened to the album, then I saw that post, and I was like, this
you
album
get
it's so sad. It's so good though.
Yeah. Oh
and
my
apparently
God.
Sufjan almost died a couple months ago because he something happened. He woke up and he couldn't move like his arms and legs. And he was diagnosed with, Guillain-Barré syndrome.
What is that?
Julian, it's like Guillain-Barré syndrome. Guillain. It's a rare condition in which people's immune system attacks the peripheral nerves.
Oh, fuck, that sounds painful.
Yeah, so he had that, and he's in a wheelchair, and he's like he has to learn how to walk again.
Oh my God, poor guy. That compounded with the loss of his
Yes.
partner.
It's so sad.
Oh boy.
But
that's horrible.
he posted on Instagram. But the album, it's so good. It's really good because he hasn't had an album come out in a long time.
Oh, how sad. Well, I'm glad that he has like a creative outlet to get that stuff out. My gosh. We'll definitely listen to that. New podcasts. This is exciting.
The big ones.
They're back, baby.
They posted a episode with Paul F. Tompkins
Awesome.
about would you date a vampire? Is the the
I
big
would.
one.
Oh my God. Maria loves Twilight.
She
Maria's such a Twilight head, low key.
but her and Amanda are doing, I think they're doing 2 big ones episodes on the Patreon like they've been doing for a while, but now they're posting videos, and I think they're going to do more episodes on their Patreon.
That's great.
So
Join their Patreon, guys.
join their Patreon. And then Amanda Lund and Matt Gorley have a new podcast out that they've been talking about for like years. I remember Amanda told us this idea like 3 years ago, and I was like, oh, this is so good. And I think they like maybe tried to do a TV show or something.
And Erios developed it, I think, right?
Yes, they did. I think it's out now. You can subscribe to get the episodes early, or you can wait till October 16th. But they both worked at Disney, I believe.
That's
I think
crazy.
Amanda was
A princess or something, right?
She was a princess. Was she Cinderella? I think she was Cinderella or Snow
That's
White.
amazing.
And Matt worked there as well. And their friend Mark McConville also worked there.
That's so funny.
So they interview people who worked Disney. They talk about like behind the scenes stuff. And
That's incredible.
It's going to be so good.
I'm so excited for that. I love that.
And also, I mean, I listen to Hollywood Crime Scene all the time, but there's this episode they did, episode 295, The Terror of Acton.
Ooh.
About like bickering neighbors. Is a very good episode.
Oh, amazing. Guys, listen
I mean, all
to
their
that.
episodes are good, but I really like that episode.
We'll see if it comes to fruition, but we might do a joint episode with Hollywood Crime Scene about the Los Angeles Chicken Tender Festival if we end up going. We might have missed it. I can't remember when it is.
I think it's in a couple weeks.
Yeah. And Melissa, you love to brag about the fact that you know how to read.
I know how to read. I'm reading this Patricia Lockwood. Her other book I read, no one's talking about this, that I talked about a few weeks. This is her other book called Priestdaddy.
Ooh.
And it's like a memoir of hers. She grew up with a dad who was a priest, but it's very like 90s, because she's like our age.
Yeah.
And she met her husband in an AOL chat room where they both pretended to be different people. Like they catfished each other, but then they met in person and they fell in love and like ended up getting married. That's hilarious.
Incredible. That is so funny.
Yeah. But it's like all about her, like when she's like a teenager and growing up with her dad who's like a maniac, and it's really good. It's a good
That's
memoir.
amazing. They like double You've Got Mailed each other.
Yeah, it's really crazy. They're like, we met in an AOL chat. I wish I could remember which chat room it was, but she's a great author.
Liars, the Liars chat room.
Liars.
Wow, that's amazing. Well, guys, that is our episode for today. Call in if you have news stories that you want to tell us about, or if you have any comments about anything that we have talked about today. My name is Allie Siegel.
And my name is Melissa Stetton.
Humunga cowabunga, everybody.
Humunga cowabunga, dudes.
Bye.
Bye.
Bimbo News! Bimbo News! Bimbo News! Bimbo News! All the news you can handle! Bimbo News! So tune in to this channel! Bimbo News! Everything you want to know! Bimbo News! About recent news and TV shows! Bimbo News!
Powered by Acast.